Off the top at 11, the North Korea crisis intensifying after the country threatens to attack a U.S. territory.
North Korea says it's planning to strike Guam, which houses U.S. military bases.
Our D.C. Bureau Chief Ross Palumbo live now from the White House with what set off North Korea to make this plan. Ross.
Well, Calvin and Janine, Guam is under threat tonight. North Korea saying that it will surround that island with, quote, an enveloping fire. Now, to put that threat into perspective, take a look at this map. Hawaii on the far right side of your screen, that is 4,000 miles away from North Korea. Guam in the center of your screen is only 2,000 miles away. The closest U.S. territory to North Korea, several military bases on the island, thousands of U.S. military personnel on the island, all under threat tonight after the president used words like fire and fury to describe his feelings about North Korea after they threatened the U.S.
They will be met with fire and fury like the world has never seen.
The president using his strongest words yet against North Korea.
He has been very threatening beyond a normal statement. And as I said, they will be met with fire, fury, and frankly, power.
This after the Washington Post citing U.S. analysts who believe that North Korea has produced a miniature nuclear warhead that can fit inside its missile, crossing a key threshold.
If this report is true, and like we're all assuming it is, then we have a significant game changer here.
The report also citing estimates that Kim Jong-un may control as many as 60 nuclear weapons.
What this does is it makes the imminence of an attack by North Korea that much higher, because it now has a capability.
Swift reaction from Debbie Wasserman Schultz, saying President Donald Trump's matching rhetoric with an erratic, unstable dictator like North Korea's Kim Jong-un is extremely dangerous and recklessly escalates this grave situation. It comes as a new poll says 50% of Americans disapprove with the way Trump has handled the North Korea situation. Only 37% approve, 13% are unsure.
I can't talk about anything that's classified, and if that's in the newspaper, that's a shame.
And today's escalation comes as UN Ambassador Nikki Haley appears to be at odds with the president, all over a Fox News story about a U.S. spy satellite detecting North Korea moving anti-ship cruise missiles. Haley refused to confirm the leaks it was based on, but the president appeared to confirm it by retweeting it.
Whatever the leaks are coming from, if somebody thinks they're getting power or fame from it, all you're doing is putting Americans in danger.
Just 2 days ago, the United Nations voted unanimously to levy the strongest sanctions on North Korea yet. The country responding by promising to reciprocate 1,000-fold. Now, though, the stakes are even higher.
Fire and fury like the world has never seen.
Well, our senators, Bill Nelson and Marco Rubio, are saying nothing about all of this tonight, but other key senators like Dianne Feinstein and John McCain and Chuck Schumer, Calvin and Janine, they are all speaking about those harsh words from the president tonight and using words of their own like reckless and bombastic.
And Ross, this reported nuclear warhead, do we know if North Korea has ever deployed one or even tested one?
Well, most military analysts that we've been speaking to tonight do not believe that that warhead has been tested. They believe that it is possible that North Korea actually does have a miniaturized nuclear warhead, but the key here is to test it when it comes back into the atmosphere so that the extreme heat and pressure doesn't explode it. Military analysts don't believe that that test has happened yet.
And Ross, Guam is not completely left defenseless. It does have a system in case something like this could happen, correct?
That's right. They do have the THAAD system, but that is for short, medium, or intermediate missiles coming into the island. No one knows yet how effective that would be for an ICBM, an intercontinental ballistic missile, especially one possibly with a nuclear warhead.
A developing story, Ross Palumbo. We know you're all over it. Live from Washington, D.C.
And we have breaking